Here goes nothing, I guess. Hello everyone, I got really into the song then. Welcome to a new Let's Play series on my channel. This, you may be able to tell, is Cuphead. A notoriously difficult, but also very, very good game. I have played this before. A few months ago, I slammed my head against the brick wall that is this game. Finally got through it. I've really struggled with it. It is famously very hard, but it is such a fantastic game. And I took a few months away from it after I finished the main story. And then recently I played the DLC, which introduced Miss Chalice in the middle there. And I had a lot of fun with that as well. And I thought this could be a fun series to do for the channel as a Let's Play, because once I did the DLC, I had this itching feeling to replay the whole game. So this felt like a good opportunity to do it. Especially because it's going to be challenging all over again this time around, because Miss Chaz plays very differently to Cuphead, and has a different moveset, so I'm going to have to relearn how to play as Cuphead, because I want him to be like the main character, and then we get to a certain point where we can unlock Miss Chalice in the game. And if I start to really struggle, we probably will play as her for a bit, because she's a bit OP compared to the others. But yeah, we're going to follow the adventures of these three here, Cuphead, Mugman and Miss Chalice. And yeah, if you haven't heard of this game, they go for like a very 30s cartoon style with it, as you can see, and they really kind of stick to that, and it's fantastic that this game looks so good. It's all hand-drawn animation, and it's just a beautiful looking game. And while it is very, very difficult, because a lot of the game is just boss battles, there's a few little extra levels that you can earn coins in to buy upgrades and powers and stuff to help you with the bosses. But it is mainly the boss battles, and they're very tough to get through. While that's all the case, the reward to get through it is quite something. And just everything about this game I think is wonderful. And I thought that's more than a good enough reason to share it on the channel. And kind of get my revisitation of the game on camera, I guess, because it has been a while since I've played the main game and played as Cuphead. So it's going to be a challenge for me. So yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. I am fairly comfortable with the first kind of area of the game. I think we'll hopefully have a decent, easy-ish time with that. Moving forward, as the game gets harder and harder, probably will be a different story. But we're going to see anyway. Speaking of stories, let's begin this one. So that is my main save there. I have completed all the bosses and all the levels and stuff in the main game and the DLC. But once you do it in regular difficulty, I think it unlocks extra hard difficulty, which then includes in the percentages as well. So since I haven't done that, because I'm not very good at the game, it's not 100% on the DLC, for example. But that's that. So we're going to start a brand new game, brand new save, and go from there. So you can choose who you want to be. If you play in co-op, one of you is Cuphead, one of you is Mugman, so you can do two-player co-op. But we're just going to go for the classic Cuphead. And the story begins here. I might need to move myself along so we can read the storybook, actually. Let's have a look. There we go. Right then, so this is the story. Once upon a time, in a magical place called Inkwell Isle, there were two brothers named Cuphead and Mugman. They lived without a care under the watchful eye of the wise Elder Kettle. One day, the two boys wandered far from home and, despite the Elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice, the casino's sleazy manager. "These fellas can't lose!" "Nice run, boys," laughed a newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. "Now, how about we raise the stakes?" he suggested with a toothy grin. "Win one more roll and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil boomed. "But if you lose, I'll have your souls. Deal?" Cuphead, blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. Good gosh, Cuphead, no! Cried Mugman, for he understood the danger. Sensible. But it was too late. Snake eyes, laughed the devil while slamming the floor. You lose. The brothers trembled in fear as he loomed over them. Now, about those souls. The brothers pleaded for their very lives. There must be another way to repay you, Mugman stammered. Yes, but please, mister, Cuphead added. Perhaps there is, the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me, and I just might pardon you two mugs. Now get going, the devil roared, kicking the boys out most rudely. You have till midnight tomorrow to collect every one of those souls, otherwise I'll be the one collecting yours. Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away as fast as they could. Come on, Mug, panted Cuphead. We have to find the other kettle. He'll know what to do. Berate you profusely, I hope. So that's the setting of the game. That's the main setup, story-wise. Here's the Elder Kettle. What a fine pickle you boys have gotten yourselves into. I know you don't want to be pawns of the devil, but if you refuse, I can't bear to imagine your fates. You must play along for now. Collect those contracts, and you'd best be ready for some nasty business. Your debtor friends won't be very friendly once you confront them. In fact, I expect they'll transform into terrible beasts. Or bosses, if you will. Take this potion so they won't hang you out to dry. It will give you the most remarkable magical abilities. What substance is that, Elder Kettle? Now go to my writing desk and use the mystical inkwell there. You need to prepare yourselves for a scrap. So basically he's saying, do the tutorial, friends. Okay, let's move myself along again. Just over here a bit, maybe. So, bottom left to get some of the simple things out of the way. It says HP 3, so that is my hit points. I have 3. If I get hit 3 times, I'm dead, basically. You can buy a thing very soon, actually, and that gives you an extra life, and that's what I did when I first played this, because I'm not very good. A lot of people can get through this game having 3 hit points for each boss and stuff. I needed 4 to get through most of them because I wasn't very good. I'm going to try and challenge myself a bit more this time around and not buy the extra thing that gives you an extra life. I'm going to try and stick to having only 3 HP and just try and get better at the game. That's going to be my extra way of making it hard for myself. Anyway, let's go into the tutorial. But yeah, I love the aesthetics of this game. I love how they kind of keep like the flickering and stuff on screen like it's an old movie. The music is fantastic, everything, like the idle animations, like this is all hand-drawn and it's just so brilliant. Okay, so basic controls: duck, jump, jump and dash, descend, shoot, boom, boom, boom. So this is like our standard weapon. You can again buy more, and that will do different things and have different strengths and weaknesses. RB to lock on. Let's shoot that. And then you can parry anything that's pink in a level. You can parry it like that. So it's just pressing A on it. Same with these ghosts. So if you're in co-op and your partner runs out of lives and dies, you can parry their ghost like that and bring them back and revive them, which is cool. And then you can see next to the HP we have those little cards, and you know, if you hit things they kind of build up how many cards you have. 5 is the max, and then you can like do a super move once we unlock that ability. But for now, for each card you kind of build up as you're shooting things. You can press B and do like an extra powerful shot like that. Boom, 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 boom. But eventually we're going to be able to do something special if we save up all 5 cards in one go. And then coins. Collect coins to purchase items from the shop. So we've got 1 there. And that's the basics of what you need to know. And now it's like, well, good luck then. Enjoy. So let's leave the Elder Kettle to his business. Let's leave home and try and get some soul contracts, shall we? So this is like the general world map. And we have a living apple, which is fun. Hey fellas, looks like you're in for it now, eh? Well, I used to be the same way, always getting into trouble, running, jumping, shooting. And now I prefer just strolling around and going to the pictures mood. But hey, let me give you a hand. Take this. You received 3 gold coins. I'm generous. Good to see you again. Hope those coins helped out a bit. I haven't used them yet. Maybe check with other folks around here. They might help you too. The one's not trying to kill you, I mean. Well, that is good advice, Mr. Apple. So yeah, a stranger just gave us some money. Maybe a bit dodgy. Probably stolen money, but there you are. Alright, so we can't get down there yet. Okay, so this is the shop. Pork Rinds Emporium. Welcome. So, these are the extras you can buy. So that's the extra heart. That's the first thing I bought in this game to give me 4 hit points instead of 3. But I'm going to hold off on that for the time being. I do notice that I'm covering these shots. Let me just... can I remove myself? Boom. There we go. So we have the chaser shot here. Long range with below average damage. No aiming required. So that can be quite handy. So you don't need to aim at anything. It will just automatically shoot the target. Then we've got that heart, which is the extra hit point. The spread shot. Short range of great damage if you keep close to your target. So that's not very good at long range. The smoke bomb, an invisible dash. You will not take damage during a dash, a great defense maneuver. I didn't really use that when I first played, but maybe I should this time. And then the roundabout. Great coverage with average damage, aim backward for maximum range. So this one is one of my favourite powers and shots you have in the game. So this is the one I'm going to go for first of all. And then that's replaced with an alternate item that you can buy. So there is a limited number of items in the game, but you know, as you progress, get more coins, you can end up buying all of them by the end. Because different bosses are going to require you to, you know, maybe change up what your loadout is in terms of what weapons, because you can have up to 2 different weapons on you at any encounter. So you might want to keep switching it out, because some weapons are going to work better for other bosses. So that's that. You got to equip those new purchases if you want to use them. Look at your equip card, you bums. Alright, so we have Shotty there, which is our regular pea shooter one, the standard one we had at the start. And then this is the one I've just bought. So that's A and B, we've got both those equipped. Supers, we're going to get to a bit later on. There is a extra kind of a little level in each of the sections of the game. There are 3 main sections in the game, and then there's a 4th DLC one. Once you complete that level, you will get a super, which is the thing that when you get 5 cards, and you can use it all in one go. So we'll get that fairly soon, hopefully. Then charms, they're extra bonuses that you can buy, like the extra heart charm, or like the dash charm and stuff, but you can only ever have one equipped at a time. So again, it's all strat, you know, working out what's best for you in your style of play. Then this is the checklist. So this just lists everything that there is to do level-wise in this area. So bottom 2 there, without the checker boxes next to them, are run and gun levels. They're just like standard levels where you earn coins. And then the ones with the squares next to them, it's like you're checking them off on the checklist, they're bosses. So we have 5 bosses in this area, and then 2 extra run and gun levels to earn coins on. So 7 levels in all in World 1 to complete. So we'll see how we fare with them. Here is one of the bosses. So these like extra animated parts of the map are bosses, and then these red and white circles here, these are the run and gun levels. So there's 2 of those, and then we have a couple of bosses here. There's also like a little shortcut around here to the other run and gun level and a few extra bosses. Then we have this guy. What are you looking at? My chip? Ha! It's not my fault. I've been busy fighting off those casino debtors. Now I've got to save up to have my blade fixed. So help me. I wish someone would bust that King Dice one. You can see there's like a little yellow thing in the trees behind him. That's actually a hidden coin, but we need him to move out of the way before we can get that. I think we do that by killing all the bosses in this area. I think. Can't remember. We'll find out. Should we start with a boss, or should we start with one of the run and guns? Let's warm ourselves up with a run and gun, because we can get coins from that. Those 5 empty like ovals there represent the 5 coins in the game, well, in this level. So you can earn up to 5. And obviously you can replay it to get any coins you miss, etc. But yeah, this is a little introduction to how this works, I guess. LB to switch weapons, so we have that standard one. Then this is the one that I bought. So you can see it doesn't go too far there, but if you shoot behind you, the coverage is much better and it actually gets to the other end of the screen. Like that, and even kills these flower boys. Nope. Okay. I don't remember this first level being too bad. It's the other run and gun level that I really struggle with. There's the coin there. And again, run and gun means that running is also a good strategy. There is an achievement, I think, for completing levels without killing stuff. So you don't have to kill anything if you don't want to. But I'm going to. I leave nothing alive. And in the game. Okay. And then this is pink, so we can parry that. Very good. Okay. Oh, God, I got lucky then. I thought that was going to hit me. Okay. Kill the mushroom. Yeah, there's you. Yeah. Ah, damn. Got lucky there. Never mind. So we did get a hit. Ah, hello. Get that. Go away. Go away. We do have our super, actually. We'll use that in a bit, maybe. Status across here. Acorns, go away. Ah, no. Oh, what a disaster. Okay. Ah, ay, ay, ay. No, 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 I refuse. Go away, go away, go away, go away. All of you, just leave me alone, please. I'm so young. Ah. Let's use these supers here. There we go. That's not so bad. Is that the end of the level? No, it's not. If only. Okay. Eek. Eek. Okay. Ah, there we go. That's the end. Oh, okay, good. Again, we had 1 HP at the end there, so one more hit would have killed us. So we scraped by, but good. So this is how they judge what grade you get for each level. So I think under 2 minutes you get bonus points for that. We only had 1 life left, so only 1 HP bonus. You want full lives really. Got all the parries and all the coins and skill level 2. So B+. Not a bad score at all. I'll take it. And once you complete a level, you get the white flag over it to indicate that. And it unlocks, you know, a new path for you to go down. So it allows you to go to new things. Oh, like this, for instance. So this is the Mausoleum thing that will get us the supers that I was talking about. Begone, spirits. Oh, wait, you're real. I was about to hit you with the old parry move. That's how you deal with ghosts around here. Only a nitwit tries shooting someone who ain't really there. Speaking of not being places, would you fellas mind moving on? You're spooking the fish. I get it, because she's a fish. So, let's do the Mausoleum then. This is the Mausoleum in this area. So, basically what the fish was talking about then is giving you a clue as to how you're supposed to do this. So there's someone trapped in this urn. We need to protect them from the ghosts by parrying them. Yeah. So basically, this one's really showing you like parrying is very important in this game, and you really need to learn how to do it. Is basically what this level's trying to say. If a ghost touches the urn, it's game over. So definitely need to keep on it. I really struggled with parrying in this game at first, but I'm getting there now. If you play as Miss Chalice, her parry's a different button. She parries in a different way. She actually slides into things to parry them, whereas Cuphead jumps on top of them. Which took some getting used to, but now I'm trying to get used to doing it this way around because I'm used to Miss Chalice now. But yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not doing too badly at all. Yeah, yeah. Nice. There we go. And in the urn is Miss Chalice. Gosh, I don't know how to thank you boys for saving me. Where are my manners? I didn't even introduce myself. I am known as the legendary Chalice. Pleased to meet you. I was searching for magic and got trapped by those ghosts. Speaking of magic, please accept this gift. It should help. There are other mausoleums around Inkwell Isle. I just wonder. We'll never know. Mausoleum's destroyed because we beat it, and we unlocked a new super. Dear me, you mustn't forget that magical super arts have to be equipped in the menu before use. Well, let's do that then. So we have our super slot, and there's our first super. I actually think this first one you get's the best one, so I'm not even going to bother equipping the other ones. I will do the mausoleums to get them, but I think this is the best one. This is an energy beam. Devastating attack spills from your head. Horizontal only, ground or air. So now when we get a full 5 cards, we can do a super move now that we've got that equipped, which is very handy. Don't have any charms yet, but you can see actually while we're here, because we did that run and gun level, Forest Follies, that's listed on there now. So we'll fill that out as we encounter all the other levels. And that's that. And then this guy and his boats appeared. We're not going to talk to him yet because that's to access the DLC, so we don't need to do that yet. Okay, so 1 level down. I think it's time for a boss. I think this is the one you're normally, you're supposed to do first. So the root pack in Botanic Panic. Couple of difficulty selections here. Simple, regular. The thing is, to complete the game, you have to do all the levels in regular difficulty. So I think having a simple mode is weird anyway, because what's the point of it if you have to do regular to complete the game? Because you only get the soul contract to progress the story if you beat it in regular. So simple, I guess, helps you get used to it, and it like removes like a final phase or a final form of the boss to make it a bit easier. So I guess maybe it's good practice, but I might as well just try and get good at the regular, I think. And then I think once you've completed the game and stuff, you can then do extra hard mode, which is the next step up from regular. But nah, life's too short, and I'm not good enough. But anyway, root pack, here we are. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Spamming that worm. Big old potato, as you do. Yeah. Good. Okay, so you down. Let's swap weapons actually. Let's try this the boomerang one out. Okay, get this onion. It's gonna start crying now. I think there's a secret phase to this boss. If you don't hurt this onion at all, just leave it. It will disappear, and then something else appears. I think I can't remember what. But I actually think it's easier to just kill the onion. Now we have the carrot. Let's activate my super because I saved up all 5 cards. It's like a hypnotic carrot thing. It's just how they kind of went about coming up with the ideas for this boss, like these bosses. It's like so inventive. I just love the style of them. I do think this art style is wonderful. I hope they do more Cuphead stuff in the future. Ah, damn. I didn't think I'd escape that then. Never mind. Yeah. Blooming carrots. No. Yes. Nice. So, these are fairly simple introductory bosses in this first isle. The difficulty, I think, really ramps up in the second and third parts of the game. Minute and a half. Nice. HP bonus. Okay, if I hadn't got a hit, that would have been perfect. So that's annoying. But we've got an A, so I'll take it. If I hadn't gotten hit. Damn. Never mind. We're here to do it. We're not here to do it well, is my view. I'm not here to get like an A rank or an S rank in everything. That is not the way that I want to do it. There is the soul contract for them. Got that nicely. So we now can access this boss here, which I find a nightmare. Talk to this guy. Humph! I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm putting my moolah in the bank. For all I know, the devil probably controls the place too. They never get a hold of my gold if I spread it all around. And if some Joe happens to find a coin or two, good for him. That's what I say. Humph! So there's your hint that you might find coins just lying about in the world. Now we have 5 coins, because obviously we've got all the coins in this level here. So we can actually visit the shop again. Why not? What else should we buy? I'm going to buy the lobber, because this is another really good, very powerful, does a lot of damage shot. And it's good if you're like up high and the enemy's down below. So that's something a bit different. And then there's a charge shot instead that we can offer now. If we want to save up for that. So that is very powerful, but you can't just spam it. Cool. And we have 1 coin spare to save up for something else. Right, I think we do this boss next. Goopy the Grand in Ruse of an Ooze. Let's give this a go. Oh yeah, I like this guy. He's quite funny. Oh, I say. Getting immediately hit. It's just about relearning the patterns. Oh, that was close actually. Okay, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy boy. So this is phase 2. Basically the same, but he's going to be bigger, so therefore harder to avoid. Boing. Ah, damn. Jumped up too soon there. Okay. Just going into phase 3 now, so I'm just going to do that quickly. Okay, so you can only actually hit his blue head here, I think, but he's going to try and slam down on you, so need to be careful. I'm just spamming this blast everywhere because it fills the screen, this boomerang one, which might help us out in the long run. There we go, nice. Okay, you know, those first two bosses in particular I think are fairly simple, just to teach you the mechanics a bit. Fortunately I got hit a couple of times, so again only 1 HP bonus. I mean, I didn't parry anything. I don't know what you can parry in that, maybe his glove. I only used 6 supers as well. B- though, I will take that. Still a good grade. Nice, and that gives us access to that bit at the top. Goopy the Grand Soul Contract. Don't mind if I do. So if we have a look at our checklist, so we've had the Root Pack and Goopy the Grand, they're ticked off and done. Forest Follies, the run and gun level's also done. So now we have 3 bosses and another run and gun to do. Up here. What's that? You two want to fly in a plane like I do? Ha! You're not sitting in any cockpit till you study those blueprints. Then I will study them. Airplane blueprint. So I think... Yes, okay. Yeah. So to change things up a bit, some particular boss battles, you're in a plane, so it's like plane levels. So you can shoot. You can use a special attack if you build it up in the same way as like you can normally with the cards. You can parry still, as always. And you can press Y to shrink, which makes you go faster. And you can, you know, if you're in a bit of a pickle and you have a lot of things coming at you, you might be able to just about avoid them if you're smaller like that. But obviously then you don't shoot as long and as far if you're tiny. So yeah, just to kind of, I guess, change the pace of the boss battles a bit and allow them to do something a bit different with each boss battle. Some you're in a plane for. There's like 1 or 2 of those in every world, including this next one here. Should we give that a go? I find this one quite difficult, Hildeberg in Threatening Zeppelin. I really struggled with her the first time I played it. But I do think she's one of my favourite bosses. So we'll give it a go and see. She's kind of based on like constellations and stuff eventually in her later phases, which I think is very cool. Like even her laugh can hurt you, which I think is interesting. Right, she's going to zoom away. Some bosses I do have very clear memories of because it took me like hours and hours of attempts to get them. And then the others that maybe I'm not going to remember as clearly. But I do remember the World 1 bosses much clearer than the later ones. So hopefully we'll do a bit better there. I do have a full super thing charged up at the minute, but I think I'm going to save it for a later phase when she gets really difficult. If we get that far, of course. Oop. What's she going to do? Oh god, I hate this one. Ah! As I say. Oh, God's sake. Oh, I'm panicking now. You get to 1 HP and then that's just like ruins your day. Ah, no, we died. We are dead. We got very close though. We're nearly in their final phase. Right, I'm actually going to leave this episode here for now. We will get our revenge on Hildeberg in the next episode, fingers crossed. But yeah, that is kind of our first little delve into Cuphead. So we got 2 bosses out of the way, and we did a run and gun level as well. So we've made our little mark in this first world. But yeah, we will continue on, and hopefully the struggle won't be too bad. But I guess we'll see. So yeah, that is going to be everything for this first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. See ya.